Have you ever dreamed of waking up one morning and realizing you never have to work another day in your life? Imagine sipping coffee on a quiet balcony, the sun rising, while the world rushes to work, but you don't have to. That's the dream of early retirement. But let's be honest, when most people hear retire in 10 years, it sounds like a fantasy. A clickbait headline. A financial myth meant for the ultra-rich or Silicon Valley geniuses. Yet, what if it's not? What if, with the right mindset, strategic planning, and daily discipline, you actually can build a life where work becomes optional, in just 1 decade? This isn't about winning the lottery or stumbling upon some get-rich-quick scheme. It's about using proven wealth-building principles, intentional lifestyle design, and smart financial moves to break free from the rat race. In this video, we're going to break it all down, step by step. White heavy checkmark how real people are doing it. White heavy checkmark what exact numbers you need to hit. White heavy checkmark how to plan your investments and lifestyle strategically. White heavy checkmark and most importantly, how to build a realistic, actionable 10-year retirement plan. Whether you're 25, 35, or even 45, the next 10 years could completely transform your financial life, if you're willing to commit. Movie camera cut to slow B-roll of people working, saving, investing, traveling. So grab your coffee, because by the end of this video, you'll walk away with a clear map to financial freedom. This is not motivation, it's execution. Welcome to Can You Really Retire in 10 Years? The Real Plan Explained. Before we talk about strategies, we need to talk about reality. Because early retirement isn't about fairy tales, it's about math and discipline. For most people, the traditional retirement model is simple. Work 40+ years, save a little along the way, and retire somewhere between 60 and 70. But that model was built for a different time, a time when people stayed at one job for decades, pensions were guaranteed, and the cost of living wasn't skyrocketing every year. Today, you are the pension. If you want to retire early, no one is coming to save you, not the government, not your employer, not the lottery. So, let's get real about what you actually need. If your goal is to retire in 10 years, the first step is to know your number, the amount of money that will allow you to live comfortably without needing to work. This is often calculated using something called the 4% rule, based on research from Trinity Study. It basically means, if you can live off 4% of your total investments each year, you can sustain your lifestyle indefinitely. Example. If your annual expenses are $40,000, your retirement number is around $1 million. 4% of $1 million equals $40,000 per year. Of course, your number might be lower or higher depending on your lifestyle. Someone living frugally might retire on $600,000. Someone aiming for luxury might need $2 million or more. The key point, you can't retire if you don't know the number you're retiring to. And here's where the 10-year plan kicks in. If you divide that goal over 10 years, it's no longer a vague dream, it becomes a target with a timeline. White heavy checkmark $1 million divided over 10 years means building about $100,000 of wealth each year, through a mix of savings, investments, and compound growth. Sounds like a lot, right? But it's not about brute forcing it, it's about using leverage. High savings rate. Smart investing. Growing income. Controlled lifestyle inflation. That's how ordinary people are pulling this off, not by being lucky, but by being intentional. You cannot retire early with the same mindset that keeps people trapped in the 9-to-5 cycle forever. To reach financial freedom in 10 years, you need to think differently about money, work, and time. Most people trade time for money. They work more hours, hoping to earn more. But the wealthy and financially free do something different, they make their money work for them. Here's the shift. Instead of asking, how can I afford this? Ask, will this help me buy my freedom faster? Every dollar you spend is either pushing you closer to financial independence, or pulling you away from it. This doesn't mean living like a monk. It means being ruthless about your priorities. Ask yourself, do I really need that $70,000 car? Does this subscription or luxury purchase actually bring lasting value? Could I invest this money instead and bring myself closer to freedom? Another crucial mindset shift is learning to detach your identity from your job title. When you realize your worth is not tied to your career, it becomes easier to design a lifestyle around what matters most, not just what pays the most. And finally, you must understand the power of time. 10 years might sound long, but in financial terms, it's an extremely short runway. Every decision counts. You'll have to embrace high savings rates, 40 to 60% of income if possible. Consistent investing, no matter what the market does. Skills that increase your earning power. A lean, intentional lifestyle. This is where most people fall off. They want the result but aren't ready for the mindset shift it demands. But those who commit, they win. Now let's get tactical. Here's a step-by-step 10-year framework for building financial independence. Round pushpin Step 1, define your target number. We already talked about the 4% rule. Start by calculating your annual expenses and multiply by 25. That's your target portfolio value. Round pushpin Step 2, track every dollar. You can't hit a financial target you don't measure. Track your income, expenses, and savings rate. Round pushpin Step 3, slash unnecessary spending. This doesn't mean deprivation. It means cutting out low-value spending. House hack or live below your means. Drive a reliable used car instead of financing a new one. Cut subscriptions you don't use. Every dollar saved is a dollar invested toward your freedom. Round pushpin Step 4, increase your income. This is one of the most overlooked levers. You can only save so much, but your earning potential is unlimited. Ways to boost income in 10 years. Upskill and negotiate raises. Start a side hustle or small business. Build online income streams. Invest in cash-flowing assets. Round pushpin Step 5, invest aggressively and consistently. This is where the magic happens. Compound interest is your best ally. Historically, a diversified investment portfolio has returned 7 to 10% annually over the long term. If you consistently invest a large portion of your income, your wealth can snowball. Use tax-advantaged accounts when possible, and automate your investments to avoid emotional decisions. Round pushpin Step 6, protect yourself. Early retirement isn't just about building wealth, it's about protecting it. Build an emergency fund, 6 to 12 months of expenses. Get proper insurance. Diversify your investments. Avoid high-interest debt like the plague. Round pushpin Step 7, reinvest, rebalance, repeat. Every year, review your plan. Adjust your goals, rebalance your investments, and stay consistent. By year 10, you could be looking at a portfolio large enough to live on, not because you're lucky, but because you followed a real plan. If you want to retire in 10 years, where you put your money matters. Let's talk about some proven investment vehicles. Bank 1. Stock market. Investing in broad index funds like those tracking S&P 500 index has historically produced solid long-term returns. Low fees, passive growth, and compound interest work in your favor. House 2. Real estate. Cash-flowing rental properties can produce passive income, hedge against inflation, and build equity. Real estate also offers leverage, meaning your money works harder for you. Briefcase 3. Business and side hustles. One of the fastest ways to build wealth is creating value. A side business can grow into a powerful asset that accelerates your path to financial freedom. Globe with Meridians 4. Digital assets. Content, online products, or skills that generate passive or semi-passive income can multiply your earning potential. Bar chart 5. Diversification is key. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. A mix of stocks, real estate, and other assets can make your portfolio more resilient. Most importantly, stay invested. Don't try to time the market. Time in the market beats timing of the market. Retiring in 10 years isn't just about making more, it's about needing less. Your cost of living is one of the biggest levers in your financial plan. People who achieve early retirement often live in lower-cost areas, downsize their homes, prioritize freedom over luxury, use geo-arbitrage, moving to a lower-cost country or city while maintaining income streams from higher-earning markets. If you reduce your expenses, your retirement number shrinks dramatically. Example: annual expenses $80,000 need $2 million portfolio. Annual expenses $40,000 need $1 million. That's half the amount, and often half the time. But lifestyle design isn't just about money. It's about designing a life that's meaningful without being expensive. Hiking instead of luxury resorts. Cooking at home instead of eating out daily. Experiences over things. You don't have to wait until year 10 to enjoy freedom. Start living intentionally now. Here's the truth. Most people don't fail to reach financial independence because it's impossible. They fail because they quit too soon. You'll face setbacks. Market crashes. Job changes. Family emergencies. Burnout. But the winners are the ones who stay the course. Avoid common traps like lifestyle creep, spending more as you earn more. Chasing risky investments. Listening to negative voices telling you it's not possible. Remember, it's not about being perfect every month, it's about being relentlessly consistent over 10 years. And when doubt hits, remind yourself why you started. Freedom. Time. Choice. Peace. 10 years from now, you could be free. Free to spend time with your family. Free to travel the world. Free to wake up without an alarm clock. Free to work only if you want to, not because you have to. This isn't about being rich. It's about reclaiming your most valuable asset, time. The next decade will pass anyway. The only question is, will you still be stuck in the same place, or will you have built your freedom? The decision is yours. If you found this video powerful, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more real strategies to build a life on your terms. Remember, you don't need to be extraordinary. You just need to be consistent.